Hello everyone, my name is Alexis Cunningham and I'm presenting my midterm speech. I chose to do my speech on Martin Luther King's speech of I've Been to the Mountaintop. I thought this speech was very important and also very interesting to me because it relates to the 1960s and all the things that we went through, well, everyone went through, despite your race, gender, everyone was going through it at that time. And it was just very important. It was also very important because it was one of his last speeches. So the central idea statement that I put together for this project is that in the 1960s, the fight for racial equality was quickly revolving. Racism, though present, was its escalating problem, creating social upheaval through hate crimes and violent protests. So for my introduction, I just want to speak on, maybe just give you a summary of the speech analysis itself. So on April 3rd, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee, Martin Luther King Jr. gave a moving speech about the reality of society. So he explained his perfect picture of what America should be. He wanted to convey in his speech that he was strong, hoping for America to change the prejudiced ways that were going on at that time. So this speech really led to gradual acceptance for African Americans during a time in which it was a white society. The main effective points that I had was the link to audience and visions. So one of the quotes that stuck out most for me was when he said that we as God's children, and that we don't have to live like we are forced to live. So basically, Dr. King used this quote from the Bible in his speech to really illustrate his views of what America should be again. A place where all people equal and regardless of creed and color. So for his vision, I can remember another quote that he stated was that he can remember when Negroes were going around, as Ralph has said so often, scratching where they didn't itch and laughing where they were tickled. But the day is over. So Dr. King related this quote or visual to what America should look like. So Dr. King often used imaginary sequences and visuals within his speeches. Just for us, it will allow the audience to better conceptuate his message, which provided a huge connection to his speech. So I thought that was one. Those two were main focal points. Also, repetition. So were some things that he repeated, or his tone of voice, the way that he talked through on the main points, the things that were really going on in this society that he deeply felt that he wanted to speak on. I thought he was very important to do a speech analysis as well, because he didn't speak on hate. Although we were going through a hateful time, he spoke on us getting together and really working together to, no matter our nationality, to make America great. So the conclusion for my speech is that, this speech was very effective, again, because Dr. King was able to add everyday scenarios as well as in-depth metaphors to get the message across to all people. So the power in his link to his audience, his visions, and repetition provided effective main points for freedom of African American community and easing for Americans. So not only did he want America to be great for African Americans, but for all people, because we were all, again, experiencing this, no matter our color, race, or gender. So it was a pretty good speech, but I think it's one that I remember and the most because it was very powerful, because it was his last speech. Again, it was a time where he was going through a lot. His home was they were throwing molecule cocktails at his home. So, which was put risk on his family, and he really just didn't like drama. He called for peace for all people. So I thought that was good. So I hope you enjoyed my speech, and thank you for taking the time to take a look at it. Thank you.